In the 14th century, amid the grandeur of empires and the pulse of intellectual thought, a visionary emerged. His ideas would lay the foundation for modern social science. His name was Ibn Khaldun. Born in Tunis in 1332, Ibn Khaldun was nurtured in a scholarly environment. His family's prominence exposed him to the finest intellectual traditions, philosophy, law, and literature. From a young age, he was educated by some of the most distinguished scholars of the Islamic world, mastering the Quran, Arabic linguistics, and theology. However, it wasn't just the formal education that shaped him. The vibrant intellectual atmosphere of Tunis, with its bustling trade and cultural exchanges, broadened his worldview. Living in a city that was a crossroads for travelers and traders from distant lands, Ibn Khaldun absorbed not just academic knowledge, but also practical wisdom from the everyday life around him. He became fascinated with the forces that shaped societies, how empires rose and fell, and how human behavior drove history. Ibn Khaldun served in royal courts across North Africa and Andalusia, navigating the complex web of politics. In the volatile world of politics, even the brightest minds were not immune to the tides of jealousy and mistrust. Friends could quickly turn into rivals, and trust could crumble as swiftly as it was built. His sharp intellect earned him favor, but in a world of shifting alliances and power struggles, betrayal was never far. He rose to prominence, but just as quickly he fell victim to political intrigues, experiencing exile and imprisonment. In isolation, he began to see deeper patterns behind the rise and fall of kingdoms, ideas that would soon take form in his greatest work. In 1377, in the isolation of an Algerian fortress, Ibn Khaldun found clarity. It was here, surrounded by the quiet of exile, that he poured his thoughts into a work that would transcend time, Al-Muqaddimah. This work would become not just a chronicle of past events, but a blueprint for understanding the cycle. He wrote of power, solidarity, and the inevitable rise and fall of societies, capturing in ink the cycles that bind human history.
Civilizations are bound together by solidarity. When this bond erodes, power wanes and decline is inevitable.
A key idea of Ibn Khaldun was Asabiyyah, or social unity. This bond gave tribes the strength to rise, conquer lands, and build strong cities. But as these tribes settled and became wealthy, their unity started to fade. People grew comfortable and focused on luxury, causing division. When their bond weakened, their power declined, and their fall became certain. Ibn Khaldun saw history as a cycle, a constant rise and fall of civilizations. Like the seasons, empires grow, reach their peak, and eventually decay, only to be replaced by new ones. This cycle repeats, shaped by the strength of solidarity and the inevitable decay that follows success. To him, history was not a straight line, but a continuous loop of rise, flourish, and fall. Ibn Khaldun's ideas were not limited to just history. He explored how societies function, how economies grow, and how political power shifts. His work laid the groundwork for modern sociology, economics, and political theory. Today, his influence can be seen in universities and institutions around the world, where his groundbreaking ideas continue to be studied and applied. Ibn Khaldun's influence went far beyond his time. Scholars have drawn from his ideas on the dynamics of societies, the rise and fall of civilizations, and the forces that shape power and economics. In sociology, his examination of human behavior and social cohesion continues to resonate. In economics, his insights into supply, demand, and the cyclical nature of growth still influence modern thought. And in political theory, his understanding of governance and the effects of power on society offer profound lessons for today's world. His intellectual legacy transcends time, inspiring scholars, politicians, and economists across continents. His vision extended far beyond the walls of academia. Today, in a world of rapid change and shifting power, Ibn Khaldun's principles guide those who seek to understand the forces shaping our societies. From the rise of nations to the collapse of economies, his work remains a crucial lens through which we interpret the complexities of the modern age. Ibn Khaldun's ideas continue to inspire not just scholars, but people everywhere. His famous work, Al-Muqaddimah, still teaches us about how civilizations grow and fall. Today, it is kept safe in museums and libraries around the world, showing how important his ideas remain. Historians, economists, and many others still learn from his wisdom, using his ideas to understand society, politics, and culture. Ibn Khaldun's vision reminds us that history is shaped by powerful forces that continue to affect the world we live in today. As we conclude this journey, we see how Ibn Khaldun's ideas still matter today. His thoughts on society, power, and history shape our understanding of the world. His life story teaches us the importance of learning from the past. Ibn Khaldun's vision connects us to the present, reminding us that history is always alive. The legacy of his work continues to inspire future generations. As we reflect on Ibn Khaldun's remarkable journey, we see how his ideas continue to guide us today. As he once said, "The past resembles the future more than one drop of water resembles another." His work challenges us to reflect on our shared humanity and the importance of solidarity in overcoming modern challenges. As we move forward, let us honor his legacy by applying these timeless lessons to foster a more cohesive and resilient society.